Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered just how far it goes? Not in a casual way, not like when you spot a bright star and think, wow, that's pretty, but really wondered what's out there and where exactly we are in all of this. Because here's the truth. Everything you've ever seen, every person who's ever lived, every dream, every heartbreak, every single memory, it's all happening on a tiny blue dot floating in an endless sea of stars. And even that tiny dot isn't where the story ends. It's where it barely begins. Let's start from where we stand right now, planet Earth. It feels huge, doesn't it? The mountains, the oceans, the cities that never sleep. All of it feels like an entire world. And for us, it is. But if we step back, even slightly, the illusion starts to fade. Imagine you could rise above the clouds, past the airplanes, past the satellites, until Earth starts to shrink beneath you. From orbit, it's breathtaking, a glowing blue sphere wrapped in swirls of white, a fragile shell of atmosphere separating life from the cold vacuum of space. From here, everything you've ever known fits inside a single frame. Keep going higher. The moon appears, our nearest neighbor, 384,000 kilometers away. It's close enough that light takes just over 1 second to travel the distance. When Neil Armstrong took that first step, his voice, his heartbeat, his every word took 1 second to reach home. Now zoom out further. The Earth and Moon, once so large, now orbit each other like two specks of dust circling a faint ray of sunlight. Their bond, their dance, is delicate, held together by invisible threads of gravity. And then there's the Sun, a burning sphere of plasma so massive you could fit 1 million Earths inside it and still have room to spare. Its light warms every planet, every moon, every frozen rock in its reach. That light, traveling at 300,000 kilometers per second, takes over 8 minutes to just touch your face. Think about that. Every sunrise you've ever seen is 8 minutes old. Now, that's our star. We call it the Sun, but to the galaxy, it's nothing special. It's one of hundreds of billions. So let's leave the solar system, past Mars, where rusted deserts stretch across an entire world, past Jupiter, a storm so big it could swallow Earth whole, spinning for centuries, past Saturn, its rings, a frozen masterpiece made of shattered moons and ancient dust. Keep going. You'll cross Uranus, Neptune, and finally reach the frontier, a place called the heliopause. It's the invisible bubble marking the edge of the sun's influence, where solar winds lose their battle against the interstellar void. Voyager 1 crossed this border in 2012. It's now over 24 billion kilometers away and still moving. If you could send it a message right now, it would take over 22 hours for your signal to reach it. And when it answers, another 22 hours to come back. A full day, just to say hello. Beyond that line, you're no longer in our solar neighborhood. You've stepped into the galaxy. And this is where things get truly incomprehensible. The Milky Way, our home galaxy, is a flat spiral made of stars, dust, and dark matter. It's so wide that light, traveling at the fastest possible speed in the universe, would take 100,000 years to cross from one side to the other. 100,000 years. If you could somehow pilot a ship that moved as fast as light, you'd still spend 100 millennia crossing it, and by the time you reach the other end, humanity might have evolved into something entirely different. Our sun lives out in the suburbs of this great galactic city, not in the crowded center where stars orbit dangerously close, but out near the quiet spiral arm called the Orion Arm. We're about 27,000 light-years from the core. That's where our home truly sits. Not in a country, not on a continent, but in a spiral arm of a galaxy so vast it defies comprehension. And yet, we barely notice. We wake up, check our phones, go to work, chase our dreams, never realizing that we're living on a world that's moving at 220 kilometers per second around a black hole. Yes, at the center of the Milky Way, there's a supermassive black hole called Sagittarius A star. It's over 4 million times the mass of our sun. Everything in the galaxy, every star, every planet, every cloud of gas is orbiting that invisible monster. We are spinning not just around the sun, but around a cosmic abyss so powerful that not even light can escape. And yet here we are, going about our lives, unaware, surfing gravity's tide through a galaxy of fire and void. Pause for a second. Let this sink in. We are inside something so large that even light, the fastest thing known to exist, would take 100,000 years to trace its shape, and we've mapped only a fraction of it. When you look up at the Milky Way on a dark night, that hazy band stretching across the sky, you're not looking at it from the outside. You're inside it, staring through a dense cloud of billions of stars that form the disk of our galaxy. Each point of light you see is another sun, another system, another place where life might exist, and beyond those, billions more too faint for the human eye, waiting to be discovered. Our galaxy isn't alone, not even close. Beyond it lies a vast network of galaxies, each with its own billions of stars, each with its own possible worlds. But for now, let's stay here, in our own corner of the Milky Way. If you could shrink the galaxy down to the size of North America, our entire solar system would be smaller than a coin. That's how small we are. Every human ever born, every civilization that ever rose or fell exists on a speck smaller than a pinprick inside that coin. We talk about how far we've come. Space stations, moon landings, rovers on Mars. But in reality, we've barely left the front yard. If the Milky Way were a city, humanity hasn't even stepped outside the door. And yet, that doesn't make us insignificant. Because here's the paradox. The more we understand how vast the universe is, the more extraordinary our existence becomes. Amid this cosmic darkness, on a fragile dot circling an average star, life found a way to ask the question, what else is out there? No other species we know of has looked up at the sky and wondered where it all came from, or dared to imagine traveling among the stars. We are small, unbelievably small, but we are aware, and that awareness changes everything. Our story, the story of humanity, isn't just written on this planet, it's written in stardust. The iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, the oxygen in your lungs, all of it was forged in the heart of stars that lived, died, and exploded billions of years ago. You are, quite literally, made of the universe itself. Every heartbeat echoes the rhythm of cosmic creation. Every breath you take is recycled starlight. You are the galaxy, experiencing itself for a brief moment in time. So yes, we are small. But small doesn't mean unimportant. It means rare. It means precious. It means that in a galaxy of 400 billion suns, something emerged that could look back and wonder. That's us, and we've only just begun to understand where we are.